Hey guys, I'm trying to start a new channel here on YouTube. I've been thinking a lot. I'm a carpenter and I do buy new tools if I don't like my old ones. And I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there, but I figured, why not? Sometimes I buy tools and just because they're cheaper, later on I regret them. Anyhow, this is going to be my first review test to see how it goes. I'm just kind of winging it today. But yeah, I like tools. They're pretty, they help us as carpenters make money, or any tradesman really, whatever it is you do, whether you're an electrician or whatnot. Anyhow, yeah, just quick background. Uh, I live in Alaska, and so I thought it'd be cool to do some reviews on tools, especially here in Southeast Alaska. I actually live in a temperate rainforest. It's not a tropical, it's temperate. Obviously, Alaska's pretty cold, but in order to qualify as a rainforest, you need to have like over 100 inches annually of annual rainfall. And the weather tends to be pretty rough up here, especially around fall and winter. But all around, it's pretty harsh on tools, all the humidity and rain. And anyhow, yeah, we'll start with my first tool review. It's a 25-foot Milwaukee tape measure. It's pretty nice, I started off when I first started carpentry. I had the cheaper Stanley, just the standard. It's like silver, uh, and it's the thin tape, and then someone turned me on to the Stanley Fat Maxes, and those are really nice. But I don't know. I started, most of my tools are like D-Wall or whatever, whether the power tools and whatnot. And then someone turned me on to Milwaukee. Anyhow, I seen this at a hardware store. I was like, oh, Milwaukee, they made a tape measure. I'll check it out. Huh? I like tapes. They're pretty important, especially to be accurate. And okay, so it's got some cool features. Your standard lock, but I feel like over time those seem to break down. And I really like the wide. I'm not sure what you call that, but that's the part that obviously you use to grab, so you can get an accurate measurement. And then it's kind of has a quick. You just put your finger here, so you draw it out, and then if you want to hold it in place, you can put your thumb there. It's pretty rugged. It's got this rubber too, in case you drop it. I'm sure there's some sort of drop rating, but whether you're doing commercial or residential work, this thing's pretty rugged. It's got like a kind of a grippy texture of even the plastic. It's red. I spray painted it purple. I like to spray paint my tools that way. There's easy identification. Someone doesn't say, hey, that's my tape measure, or that's my tool. And then another thing I like about this is it has if you are doing like commercial grade work, generally that's like steel stud. And this has got I believe it's a neodymium magnet, so you could stick that against the wall and pull it, and it'll give you an accurate measurement. Now if now we open this up, you got these these really easy to read markings, which I really dig. And it's got some kind of protective coating over it too, blade protection coating. And it's just you could tell they put a lot of work into this tape measure. Big easy numbers to read. You got your your inch markings. It tells you right there 25 foot. And then you got your 1 foot marking, and then after that it shows 1 foot 1 inch or 13 inches, and it kind of goes all the way out. Then you got your your stud markings, and then you got your little diamonds, whatever it is, the 18-inch on center. And this is really cool. On the back, you actually got your architectural scale. So if you have prints and you want to, something to compare it to, you got your 1/4 scale, and it goes this way, 0, 2, 4, 6, and so on, all the way up to 48. And then you also, sorry, I'm using my phone to record this. You also got your 1/8 scale, and that's the smaller numbers on the bottom, 0, 4, 8, 12s, and so on. And the other thing, this is the bottom side of the tape. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but it also has markings for the same as the front, except they run vertically as opposed to horizontally on the top, which is nice because not a lot of tapes do that. And sometimes when you're in a tight spot, or you're trying to work overhead, or whatever this case may be, you can read your measurements on the back as well. And yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Again, I apologize. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not used. This is probably the first time I've done anything, posted it online, aside from maybe like Facebook or whatever. But yeah, and then on the back, I thought this was pretty unique. It's just got I believe it's stainless belt clip, which I really like. It's pretty nice. It's rigid. It's not like just the stamped metal where it just like they bent it, and it's, I don't know. Mine always tend to break. I work in pretty treacherous areas sometimes, in the rain, snow, hail, you name it. Every now and then we'll get some sun, eh? And yeah, just all around, it's really nice. It's really smooth too. I mean, it's just, the spring is really smooth. It just glides. It's like let's say it's like a Cadillac of tape measures, for sure. And it just the way the grip is, it's really comfortable. And I don't know all the specs, but I know it's definitely nicer than my Stanley Fat Max. And I'm not dogging on the other tape measures. They each have a purpose, But I have 2 of these. That's how nice these are. Use one for indoor use, one finish work. The other one, rough carpentry or exterior. I find myself playing with this a lot too. I'll be sitting in the living room or something with the wife or the kids, and I'll just be messing around with this in my hand. Yeah, there you go. It's so it's the Milwaukee magnetic 25-foot tape measure. And, I don't know. I guess if you want, there's a, I don't know that I don't know if that's considered a lanyard, but tie off. I mean, that's what you could use it for, obviously, right? I don't know if you got paracord or whatever else you want to use. You could loop it through there and tie it off as well, or if you're working up on a roof or somewhere high where you want to make sure you don't lose it or fall off the roof, whatever, scaffold. Yeah, it's definitely well thought out, and it's not too spendy. Everything's more expensive up here in Alaska, by the way. Everything has to ship up on a barge to Anchorage, and from there it gets dispersed throughout the rest of the state. But I think here at a local hardware store, I got it for it was $30 on sale. I imagine somewhere down south it's might be a couple bucks cheaper. But yeah, thanks for watching, and give me any feedback. I'm sure I'll get a lot of it, or who knows, maybe no one will even watch this. Yeah, this is the start of my show. Thanks for tuning in.